all about financial literacy and getting better and getting to your next level. Well, it's interesting because not a lot of times do you hear a real famous hip hop artist talking about financial literacy. And this guy hit it on the head, and there's some really, really good nuggets that you'll be able to get from this. So let's, without further ado, guys, let's jump right into it.
Like, that's all, it's habits. I just pay attention to habits. And one day I had a friend of mine was like, yo, man, I went to school for being a financial historian. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Right? I'm like, I'm asked. I'm like, bro, I don't know what that is. What is that? He was like, bro, we study rich people's spending habits.
Now that's pretty interesting. Waka Flocka Flame's talking about a person who went to school to be a financial historian. What is a financial historian? It's somebody that analyzes and looks at the history of rich people's choices, wealthy people, people who have millions of dollars, who have maybe bought and sold businesses, who are living the life that, you know, most people can only dream of. A financial historian. I don't know if you've ever heard about that, but this is one of the first times that I've ever heard of that as well. That's pretty interesting. Financial historian. They look at charts. They look at stocks. They figure out ways to increase their income. Let's check it out.
I was like, oh, snap. Blew your mind. What? I became that. I just start following what people do. I'm like, oh. And you start seeing parallels and charts and this and that. I'm like, how did I learn this? Cause I want to win, bro. I gotta win. I'm telling y'all right now, anything I do not to look over my shoulder, I'm down with it. It's easy. Once I learned the credit game, it was over. Game was over. But I know I had all the millions and I didn't even have a credit card. The dumbest. I was like the dumbest person ever. I used to just spend money on everything. Man, please.
Check that out. So he's talking about the credit game. One of the most important things, I think, to anybody's success is building credit, good credit, while you're young. A lot of people don't think about this coming out of high school, coming out of college, you know, or maybe they have some credit cards and they let the credit go bad, right? They don't make payments on it and they get all screwed up with their credit. Guys, the key to financial literacy and financial success later on in life is having good credit. Listen, don't believe Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey's been lying to people for decades. The dude says you don't need credit. He says, cut up your credit cards and throw them away. Cash is king. I'm sorry, Dave Ramsey, cash is not king. Cash is being destroyed by inflation right now. So if you want to be successful in life, build your personal credit. And then number two, which is a whole nother topic of conversation, build your business credit. And I got some tools for you as well. But let me know in the comments, do you have good credit, bad credit? Do you want to increase your credit? Do you want to get better in kind of financial decisions like that? Let's see what else Flocka has to say.
Please, I'm going to open up insurance, put $2-3 million in my insurance, and borrow from that and put it back in. I never lose.
Wow. So check this out. He's talking about permanent life insurance, not term, not what most people have, not what you get with your employer at work. He's talking about either whole life or universal or index universal life insurance. Now, I'll explain the difference really, really briefly. Whole life is your kind of like your old school life insurance. It has a smaller fixed rate of interest that earns over time, usually around 2 to 4%. And you can build cash value as long as you make payments into that policy, as long as you'll have the insurance. You can leverage your money against the policy as well. And I'll explain it to you in a second. Index universal life insurance is a newer breed of insurance that came out in the late 80s and 90s. The difference is inside this permanent life insurance policy, you have cash value that's building up. You can earn some of the highs of the market. Now, your money's not in the market, but it's indexed. That's why they call it index universal life insurance, because your cash value is indexed against the S&P 500 and other indices like that, where you can capture the majority of the gains if the market were to go up, and then none of the losses because of 0% floor. Guys, this is powerful, powerful stuff. Each type of insurance can be used for different things. You can leverage and loan against your cash value in both whole life and index universal life. Some of the pros and cons, you'll have to do your own research. I'm free. I give free financial analyses and free financial strategy calls and consultations. If you do ever want to sit and kind of chat up that information a little bit, feel free to click the link in the bio. But when it comes to leveraging your own money, the rich have been doing this for ages. You put $2-3 million in a policy, you're able to loan against it. Now, why would you say, Mark, I got money, why would I loan against it? The key word here is compound interest. Einstein said compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't understand it, pay it. And the reason we pay it is because we pay it with credit cards and home loans and car loans and personal loans. They charge us compound interest. Well, if you understand how it works, you can start to earn it. The most powerful tool to grow your money in the entire world is a compound interest account. Now, you'll have to kind of do your own research and figure out which compound interest account works best. My personal favorite is a secure, uninterrupted compound interest account, otherwise known as a cash value life insurance policy. And Waka Flocka seems to know this. He said, man, please, if I had known this, I would have stuck most of my money in an insurance policy and then loaned against it. You can loan against it while you keep your money growing at the same time. So it's growing, but now you have liquid cash to go do and buy other assets. This is powerful, guys. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think.
Ready for the Waka Financial.
I'm saying you should do the live seminars. That would be dope. You don't need cameras there. You're right. Just keep it like small with people who want to come to learn.
And let them cut the cameras on.
Yeah. So you didn't go through a stage of like you being rich, then you falling flat broke to realize
Definitely. I went broke.
After you got rich?
One time. Oh yeah, broke. Broke.
What's broke to you though?
Broke.
Down to your last million.
Hey, broke, boy. 30 grand. 20.
Damn.
Hey, in there. But I stopped doing shows. I stopped you know what I'm saying? I try to live off the hustle. But people was making me go broke. Like people I loved. And got to a point it was like, yo, y'all love what I'm doing for you. You actually don't love me.
Oh, that's powerful. Guys, that's super powerful. And we'll end with this, guys. Be careful of your circle of influence. Who is around you? When you start hustling on your journey of success and you get to next levels in your life and you have more money, more discretionary income going around, who's around you and why are they around you? Keep your circle of friends small and be careful who is just popping into your life, because they may just be there just to suck the life out of you and just to kind of leech from you and just to get what they can get from you. And then when you don't have any more, they're going to split. Guys, Waka said he went from millions down to $30,000 to $20,000. That's financial instability. You're unstable in your finances. You don't know where your next, meal is going to come from. And although 20,000 may seem like a lot for most people, for somebody that's used to millions, to have $20,000 left in your bank account, that gives you some insecurity. You don't know what's going to happen next, guys. So, hey, guys, listen, I appreciate you joining us for this video, this reaction video to Waka Flocka Flame's interview with Complex on YouTube. And guys, I want to know what your thoughts are about this interview. What was your biggest takeaway? If you liked it, hit the thumbs